guys, my name is Kemi. Today I'll be talking to you about the documents that you need to apply for Tier 4 visa. I want to also let you know that I'm a UK traveling influencer, so I know what you need to be able to come to the UK to study. Not only studying, and also various UK visas as well. But today specifically we'll be talking about Tier 4 visa. Before you can qualify for a Tier 4 visa, you need 40 points because it's points based. When I mean by points based, that means they score you according to points, which makes it more interesting. The first point is 30 points, which is for the CAS. The CAS entails that you qualify for the course that you have applied for from the institution. So for the school to issue you the CAS, it means that they've actually evaluated your qualification, which is your academic qualification. That means you meet up, maybe you must have had 2-1 or 2-1 above, or they've actually evaluated your transcript as well. Secondly, they have also evaluated your academic progression. That means you're not doing 2 degrees. For example, you already have a BA or BSc, and then you're coming back to do another BSc. No, it's not an academic progression. You won't be awarded, except you have a very strong reason to let them know why you're actually applying for another BSc when you have already had another one before. Lastly, your English score. You must have a good score according to the requirements by the Home Office. So with these 3 requirements I've mentioned below, once you are able to prove to them that you're eligible and you meet up to that point, the school will issue you the CAS. Then you have that 30 points. The last one is a 10 point, which is the maintenance fund. What do you think about the maintenance funds? Because a lot of people don't even know how they can, find their way around it for the maintenance fund. And I always tell people that you need to get this part right. In fact, you need to get the whole 40 points right. But for this maintenance fund, it depends on 2 ways. 1, if you're studying in London. 2, if you're studying outside London. So if you're studying in London, that means you need to show £1,265 per month for 9 months, which is £11,385. And then the second one is if you're outside London, that is if your school is outside London, you have to show that you have £1,015 for 9 months, which is £9,135. That maintenance fee does not only include your living expenses, it also includes your tuition fee. So if you've paid a particular amount to the school before they issued you the CAS, the balance of the school fees needs to be added. So if the school fees is £20,000 and you've paid £15,000, that means you need to show £5,000 plus the living expenses, which I actually explained before, either £11,385 or £9,135. You need to add that to with your tuition fee balance, and then put in your account for 28 days. After 28 days, you can print out your statement and then add it to the documents that you need to use to apply for your Tier 4 visa. One thing I want to also mention in that maintenance fund is that make sure that you get the right figures. If you miss one figure, even if it's £1, you will be refused because they review it properly. So I would also be putting the links below for you to check how much you need to put in your account and getting the figures right. The next thing that you need to know is you need to show that you've done the tuberculosis tests, because it's a requirement by the Home Office. If you haven't done that test, you will not be allowed. Although certain countries are exempted from this on their website, but mostly most of the African countries and from the Eastern countries must have the tuberculosis test done. The requirement on how to do it will be given to you on the website. After that has been certified and you've cleared and passed the test, then you're good to go as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean that 40 points, if you've met up to that 40 points, it means you're good to go. If you don't pass that tuberculosis test, you're not good to go. You will need to clear that part. The next document that you need to show is a parental proof of consent and responsibilities and relationships. So that means if you're under 18, your parents need to write you a consent letter, and they need to show that they are your guardian or your parents, either by showing a birth certificate or an affidavit showing how they became your legal guardian. Lastly, you need to show your English test. Despite that you've showed that English test in your CAS, you still need to show the certificate to the Home Office. So you need to include that in the document as well. Another additional document I always recommend people to put is you need to include your educational qualification, like your transcripts and your certificates, your CV, reference letter when you were applying to the university or college, how they, your employment documents if you're working, and the reference letter should include, like, for example, they know that you're coming to the UK to study, they've actually granted you study leave, they've granted you some study leave allowances, things like that. It makes your application stronger. So if you have those documents in place, and also you also need a valid passport that is valid for more than 6 months. So I will repeat the documents again that you need to apply for your documents you need to apply for a study visa: your CAS, your bank statement, which is the financial proof that you've had for 28 days, tuberculosis certificate, your English test certificate, if any parental letter of consent, and your birth certificate, your English test certificate, and lastly, additional documents which may include your CV, reference letter, and employment documents. With all these the documents I've mentioned below, I think, to my own understanding, you're good to go. You can get further information about these Tier 4 visa documents from www.gov.uk and click on the Visa and Immigration. There you get the information about all the documents that you need. Also, I would also do another video of a step-by-step ways to apply for the Tier 4 visa. So I'll be going from the first stage to the last stage of the application form online, because any mistake you make jeopardize your application, and I would not want you to get it wrong. Right. I also lastly want to mention that the application fee for Tier 4 visa is £348, and also the Home Office will make sure that you pay for the health surcharge fees. It's compulsory. You have to pay for it. It's £300 for 1 year and £600 for 2 years. So it depends on the number of years of your course. So if your course is for 2 years, that means you'll be paying £600 for health surcharge fees. And if your course is for a year, you pay £300. And if it's less than a year, you pay half of the year surcharge fees. I hope that with all this information I've given to you, you'll be able to put your documents together for your Tier 4 visa. If you have any questions, any comments, or you need any more explanations on how you need to do your Tier 4 visa right, you can send me an email on the link below, or send a text, or you can actually put your comments below, and I'll be able to respond to you as soon as I can. This is the part one part of the Tier 4 visa. The part 2 part of the Tier 4 visa will be uploaded next time. So you need to click on my subscribe button, hit the like button, also hit the bell button, so that you can get notification whenever I put any videos on, so you're not left behind. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a very good day. Thank you. Bye.